Happy kids heal faster. That's why Starlight Children's Foundation is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids, regardless of their illness or injury. When a child is hospitalized, they are scared, lonely, and stressed. Being in hospital facing painful treatments takes away from the happiness of childhood. But that's where Starlight comes in. At Starlight, we provide entertainment through our gaming stations, comfort with our specially designed hospital gowns, play with our toy deliveries, and distraction through our virtual reality headsets. Starlight programs are what happiness is made of, the things that make being a kid special. The simple power of a smile. Delivered to over 800 children's hospitals and medical facilities across the country, can make a lifetime of difference for sick kids. Learn more at starlight.org.
This is the power of play, the power to distract from pain, the power of positivity, the power to entertain, the power to help cope, the power to alleviate fear, the power of hope,
Starlight, I love you.
and the power to heal. The power of play is what helps kids' treatments and procedures feel less like challenges and more like fun. Learn more about the power of play today. Starlight.org/play.
And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone. Welcome back. Thank you for being here once again. We already passed a goal and then another goal. Y'all kind of did a lot yesterday, so thank you so much. Seriously, no words. And I don't want to take that for granted. I never want to push that. When I set a goal, it's for a specific reason, and I'm straightforward about it. Not trying to play games, and y'all have again just completely blown through possibility, reasonability. Your generosity is overwhelming. Thank you for supporting fantastic causes here that I personally believe in, and I know many of you believe in as well. There is another number here. Just we do need to have a number to look forward to. This number right here, the 244442, would take the entire event, the entire May 4th activation for the worldwide team of streamers and content creators working for Starlight to its goal. So the goal set by Starlight itself of raising $5,000, which is the equivalent of the cost of one of the large gaming stations, the big ones, the multiplayer ones like this. We've already raised the funding for one of the smaller ones, which is this. So after the event, Starlight will be contacting me, and we've got a target for a place to possibly send that to directly. But I'll work with them, with their coordinators, including boots on the ground at individual hospitals, and get the funds used promptly, because they are very, very extremely fast with their use of the funds and actually getting resources to the hospitals, and that'll cycle through. Been able to place the units from the previous event. The most recent event, I filled out the form, so the funds have been released. I don't know if those have been placed yet. I do know that the ones from December were placed last month. So during April, about middle of April, the 3 from December were placed and put into action. Like they were already being played with. Literally being played with by middle of April from what we did in December, which that event ended in January. So that's about the turnaround we're looking at, to not only getting the stuff, getting the funds allocated, but actually having kids playing with the machines, and with the toys and using the gallons and all that. Welcome, by the way, to Joel, Head On, Austin, Aaron, Primus, SBB, Mesa, and Ark. Gonna look while working. Appreciate that. I'm going to start with this little set today. The little guy. Something that you've definitely seen in the trailers. To some degree, at least part of it. Not necessarily the end, but the start. I don't know. Maybe this is going to show up as well. Definitely, we know that this is going to show up in the opening scene, I believe, of the movie. So, let me. Oh, I don't even need to swap out the image today. After I build this, I'm going to do the Anzellan Starship. Need to go to help mouse. Yeah, we can target when we have a specific connection. We can target a specific facility. Then, once we work with them, try to make sure that they get what they can use the most, which in my experience so far has always been the gaming stations, but gotta work with the people on the ground who know what they're doing, and I'm glad to be able to connect with them almost directly. The Starlight coordinators work with the folks on the ground at the hospitals directly themselves. Master Builder, hello, and thank you for the resubscription. Whoa. All right. I appreciate your support of what I do here in general. Helping me to keep it on. Let's try this again. There we go. That's more like it. The raffle is still on. So anyone who donates $15 to Starlight through any of their current links can select a little thing during the process on the website to enter a raffle for one of these backpacks, exclusive Loungefly backpacks. I believe all three variants are out of production now, so they're getting a little bit more rare. Or a 501st Clone Trooper helmet, which is in the rotation there. There it is, right on cue. But there's oh my gosh, there's one option for there's one option for entering for the helmet, one option for entering for the backpacks. Thank you, Anonymous, for a $100 donation. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's a big major chunk. Thank you very much. We're now about $200 away from the entire fundraising goal for the entire event of all of us streamers working together. Thank you very much. $100, just to put that into perspective, $1 supports the supplying of 1 hour of playtime or use of a VR machine or a VR system for one kid. So $100 means 100 kids get an hour of play, is what that effectively translates to. I see that you chose specifically stocking toys, which is potentially even more of a long-lasting effect. There are two things that they do with the toys. One is stocking playrooms, so places, actual spaces where kids of certain ages can go and be supervised and play with toys that are just there. More frequently, what they do is they actually give the toys to the kids to keep directly. So they'll use them most of the time when they're being discharged, so that they have a final experience as they leave their hospital stay, a final experience that is positive and that is memorable in just the most positive and happy way. So it kind of puts a kind of puts a very happy period on the entire experience. So they try to help kids to feel better while they're in the hospital, and then as you leave, just a reminder and reinforcement that life is good and you're healed, and this is to be a happy memory. Might have had some struggles along the way, but ultimately it prevents a scar, a psychological scar from forming, long term. And oftentimes kids end up forgetting about all the bad stuff, all the pain, all the discomfort, loneliness, fear, and their brains really focus on the play experiences. Welcome, Hudson and Logan. And did I say hi to Ender as well? Welcome back. I believe this is the ATRT itself, right? Like the body of it. This will be the seat. Pretty sure. Thank you, Robert, for stopping in and enjoying the bricks vicariously. Nothing wrong with that. James, welcome. This is the Hero Factory days. Wow. Thank you for continuing to come around. Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a roller coaster. It's been an up and a down and up and a down. But I'm still here. Handle. Let's see the handle coming up. What?
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop 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 coming.
But do they though? Hey, Visitable. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. Speaking of, $1 helping to bring play to a kid for an hour. That's 10 of them right there. Thank you very much. And also helping us to get that much closer to the goal. Look, now it's all rounded up. Now we're almost exactly 200 away. Thank you very much for going out of your way to help others. Making a personal sacrifice there from your wallet. I appreciate that. Also, welcome. And welcome to Robot Wizard. Hope you had a better day. Or at least can have a better evening now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jack. And welcome to you as well. Here's a Star Wars set. Think we've hit a decline? It definitely had some rough patches. Smart play has hurt the... It's kind of hurt the mood quite a lot. Shrinkflation has been rough for fans to see stuff getting smaller and still increasing at least the number of the price increasing, not necessarily increasing adjusted for inflation like in real terms.
Thanks,
but
Jay.
Seeing the numbers go up while products get smaller is not fun. Definitely it's a rough time for the fans, I'd say, for Lego Star Wars fans. There's still good stuff that comes out, but I mean, honestly, Lego or Star Wars itself is in a little bit of a rough spot, as I think everyone can recognize. You know, it's going to happen from time to time. Hopefully, we'll get some recovery coming up, some more things like Andor and such to help boost it back. But the most important thing I think to keep in mind, just if you feel like a theme or a product line or a fictional universe is disappointing you, is don't focus. You know, if this is stuff that you enjoy, focus on the part of it that you enjoy. And if Lego sets come out that you don't like, don't focus on those. Just don't buy them. And continue to seek your own happiness on your own terms. Don't let anybody else affect that. Andor to Electric Wampaloo. This is a new piece to me. Big Vader and Shuttle will probably wait for a sale. Smart. So, has Lego done this piece? I know other companies have done this piece, but has Lego done this piece? Just the half version? I don't remember. Star Wars sets that I'm planning to review. Well, I don't cover leaks and rumors, so I'm not gonna talk about stuff on lists where people are already practically doing reviews and giving final impressions, final opinions about sets that we know nothing about other than a number or a name. So we'll have to see about that. But I'm definitely getting the Lambda Shuttle and the upscaled Vader. Those are ones that we know, and ones that I know. I'm not going to get the helmet. Gamer Veranza, welcome. UCS leak. Not the UCS version. I'll do the minifig scale one. I got the minifig scale one covered here. UCS we'll have to wait and see. Minifig scale leak is all right. Daryl, hello, welcome. Definitely read chat all stream long. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support and the kind words. The moral support. Actually, there is Kotobukiya is releasing a frame music series grande scale Miku. I'll have to consider that for the leak gag. That could be considered a UCS leak set. It's almost mid-May. We should be getting official reveals of the 2030 advent calendars. Yes. A little behind schedule. It clamps that in pretty nicely. Swordcrafter, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. So far, this really looks like a speeder. Just the shape of this. I can just imagine this having a vernier on the back, vernier, or just a jet. Actually, I think a jet exhaust would be better. And then just extend the front out a little bit. Reminds me of the hover speeder thing from, what was it? Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? I think it was Infinite Warfare, not Advanced, right? Which was it? Was it Advanced? No, it might have been Advanced. Was it an ATV? Yeah. Hover ATV. This is the Mando ATRT. That's exactly it. Yep. I'll be building this one and then the Enzellan starship. If it was space, gotcha. And final sticker for this build. LB, thank you very much for a $15 donation to Starlight. Helping to bring happiness and play to seriously ill kids. And, excuse me, getting in on that raffle with your $15 donation as well. Best of luck to you. Hope you get one of those. And thank you. Thank you for choosing to use some of your own funds to bring happiness to someone else. You don't have to do that. I appreciate the sacrifice. I hope that you feel good as well. I hope it brings joy to you, knowing that you're bringing joy to some sick or injured kids. All right, this is it for bag one. Grab that next one. I've gone pretty over Mandalorian for now. I see. Oh, this is it. The movie is it. Quite possibly the end. The end of the Mandoverse. We don't know that for sure, but it could be. History, welcome. Thank you, thank you. And Urban, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Do the legs for the ATRT here. Continuing a little bit of charity fundraising. Just like the Phantom Menace was the end of Maul. Too soon. Unsporting. Well, don't worry, Ender. At least we know one thing for certain. We know that Merrick is going to die. And be resurrected. At least for the first time, we actually got a a fair warning this time that when you see this major character die, it means nothing. Appreciate the heads up, you know. Movie release wave, big comparison to previous movie? For the Mando movie? No, it's very small. Very small. Stormwell Dragon Ball Z? Ah. I like major events to have weight in fiction. Oh, I was just talking about in general, like right from the start, from the trailer, we knew that Merrick was going to die and come back. I've been saying that since day one. Seemed like such a small release. Yeah, but I mean, I can't blame Lego. This is not like a major. Though Disney is treating it like a big deal because they've been tripping over themselves so badly, especially when it comes to the cinematic stuff. This is a side story. You know, Mando is a side story. Don't know if we'll reach Andor level's attention. We need to. We need more of that quality in the Star Wars cinematic universe. My big hopes are on the Starfighter movie. Not too worried about this one here. I hope that it's good. I don't expect it to be great, but I'm looking forward to the next thing. Death Star 2 planned spin-off. Many Bothans, a Star Wars story. Huh? Am I tripping? There's one of these. Oh, there it is. Perfectly hiding. New Jedi on the block. Oh gosh, I hope they don't do anything close to that. That general concept. The hip kids, the Star Trek Academy of Star Wars. I mean, they kind of did, but they went young enough with Young Jedi Academy that it was charming, and it was actually well done for the very, very young audience it went for. But I hope they don't do like a teen version of that. Finished building the First Order Special Forces TIE. Okay, such a good build. It's solid, yeah. Missed when Mando was a small side story. Season 1 was everything it needed to be. Season 2's cavalcade of cameos was, yeah, it's very annoying to me. As a fan of everything that cameoed, it was way too much. Way too much. New characters, yes, please. Star Wars: A Youngling Adventure. I wonder how that ends. Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? Title roll. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, it's Wandering Mick.
Robot Wizard 9000 asked me, won't anyone think of the younglings? Ah, the tragic tale of younglings. Anakin Skywalker, the galaxy's least favorite babysitter, made sure they'd never forget their last day at Jedi daycare. Let's just say their graduation ceremony ended with a bit more than caps and gowns. The Force works in mysterious ways indeed.
I want more of that, Yularen. I want more of that, Yularen, please. Wow. No holding back. Okay. Okay. Wolfpack, welcome. Gosh dang it. Interactive, welcome. Pre-ordered the Tram and the Supra. Forgot that the Supra was available for pre-order. Mingus, welcome. Was season 3 as bad as everyone says? I mean, if you're going to watch it, just watch it. Come to your own conclusion. And then tell us what you think about it. You should know that the internet is not a reliable narrator. Yularen being a perfect example. Sometimes he's snarky and hilarious, and sometimes he's very, very safe and boring. Mixed bag.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
See. Nah. No. 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 Oh.
You sit on a throne of lies.
No.
Went to retailers. Oh, nice. You got a discount. Sweet. Out of all of the May Star Wars sets, how many May Star Wars sets are there? Isn't it just 3? Or are you including the UCS N1? Or are you also including the April sets, like the X-Wing and this and the Anzellan and the Razor Crest? Give me some bounding box here to work within. Razor Crest polybag, especially if you're in Scotland and can get it for free. The 3 and the N1, gotcha. Well, I've only built one of them, so I definitely can't say.
Robot Wizard 9000 asked me, can you tell us the tragedy Darth Plagueis the Wise? Ah, the infamous tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. A tale as old as time, where a Sith Lord could cheat death, but couldn't cheat his own apprentice's ambitions. Too bad Plagueis didn't foresee the classic Sith backstabber. His apprentice, soon-to-be Emperor, had other plans. Classic.
Did he have food in his mouth? And why was his tone down a couple cents? Thank you, Robo Wizard. Yeah, I can't honestly say which is the best deal so far because I've only built one of them. If I had to guess, I would say, I don't know. Because they're all pretty expensive. None of them are bad sets as far as I've seen from pictures. I think they're probably all underrated a little bit on average, but I don't think any of them are good deals. They feel pretty evenly bad deals to me. I feel like pretty evenly bad deals. From your own opinions? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rod, welcome. How many more Jedi are we going to discover just escaped Order 66? Take however many Jedi existed in the galaxy, minus how many we saw die on screen in episode 3. But then have a couple of them come back as well. That's the math that you need to do there. Pretty much all the others that we didn't see are fair game to be used again, or even some of the ones that were on screen are fair game to simply be revived. Hey, welcome. Lumi Bricks, excited to see them? This is going to be a very, 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 very significant May for Lumi Bricks. Their biggest release wave ever. I am going to be dying. Has seen the aim of stormtroopers? Well, you see, they weren't stormtroopers at that time. They were clone troopers, so they actually knew how to shoot. That's why they had to get rid of them, you see. It all makes sense, you see.
Execute or the 6T6.
Jang, can I get a special thing on your channel? I go like this.
Oh, the
Ray's
66
my favorite Skywalker. And that's
Why
it.
do you have
Thanks.
to overlap it? Now people can't hear the first thing. Thank you, Tem, for the $53 donation. 231213. Thank you very much, Tem. That was kind of a big donation for one person to make. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, thank you for being here. Conscriptions help with the unemployment rate. Surprised there are no smart play reveals. They're coming. It will be a Pokemon should be the next smart play wave. And Tim, thank you for big help to Starlight's mission.
Execute or the 6T6. Oh, the 66 bit?
It's the 66 bit. Thank you, Robo Wizard.
Yep.
Spybot spin.
It's like getting rickrolled.
It absolutely is. That's exactly what it's like. Jim, how are you doing? Blew your work bonus on a mega spirit. Oh, holy heck. Wow. Well, congrats. I hope that you like it a lot I hope that it will bring you great joy, especially when you start opening those doors on the sides and try to get them into that nice wave form, you know, where the ones at the rear are closed and then the next one's slightly open and then it just opens up like this, you know, to kind of simulate that wave movement in action. The thing is big too. Jim, thank you for continuing your subscription. Thank you for being here. How are you? Is that one new? None of those are new. I haven't had the time to do any new ones, unfortunately. Oh, wait, figure. You're talking about figure. New to me. Pokemon Smart Play would be better to start with rather than Star Wars. I mean, hindsight is 2020, right? No matter what they started Smart Play with, people would be able to say they should have started it with anything else because Smart Play started so poorly. So the grass is always greener on the other side of the street, right? We know for a fact that Smart Play started off poorly. So it's too easy to say, well, what they should have done was, but the problem is Smart Play is just bad to start with. And it doesn't even do what it's advertised to do. Should have started with Galador. Should have started with Bionicle. That's what we all say, right? Lego just needs to bring back Bionicle. It'll save the company all over again. Welcome, Legit. Saving up for the 89 Big Batmobile and Milano. Okay, when stuff retires in advance. Yeah, good. I'm glad that you're going to be able to get those in time. Both good choices. Nick, welcome. Otto's Junkyard, right on. Bags are sealed, the box wasn't. A good deal. Nice. Pod racer so fun. Right on. Very cool. William, welcome. I think non-licensed would be best. Simple police and fire trucks, sirens. That's not a whole lot to do. Just a sound. At that point, just do a sound brick. I mean, they already did that before, right? They had the siren thing that you just put on top of a police car. What was that, 10 years ago? The smaller, simpler ones. Obviously, they've done stuff like that in the past as well, the 9-volt system, but I'm just talking about in recent years. This is much smaller than I thought. And that's a good thing because I tire of oversized ATRTs. This is much smaller than I thought. Exoforce. Similar. You've got that top of mind, so you have the better answer to that. Smart Brick Fabuland. He's the orange guy from Space Police 3. To drive the green pod. Only has 2 eyes instead of 3, but close enough. Okay. I don't recall that character off the top of my head. That hates Batman because now everything is comic accurate to Frank Miller's. Oh, wow. Yikes. Then he should just focus on what he likes. Don't poo on everything else. Like, how many versions of Batman have there been in the comics? Like, forget about modern stuff. Forget about animation, forget about modern corporations or internet, forget about anything new. Like, comic stuff is just all over the place and by design. $800 for the 89 Batmobile and Bat Tumbler isn't that bad of a price when you look at the piece count. That is definitely not a good way to look at it. I'm strongly against that. I'm strongly against that price to part ratio stuff. Yep. Sorry, Mr. Mike, though. Thank you for the $15 donation, and glad that you got in on the raffle there as well. We are narrowing in on 100 to go. It's 120 to go to get to the full 5,000 raised by the global team for this short event. Ripped off with your boats that can float, but they can float though. New ship for Mando? No, I did that yesterday. The new old ship? That was yesterday's build. The Razor Crest 2. Spiffy for something so great. Yeah, I think they went a little bit overboard with the V6 straight pipes here. But beyond, and that's not a Lego problem, but beyond that, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. And I'm glad that it's smaller than I thought it would be. Like I said, I don't like the oversized little things, and you can put it into a little bit of a motion pose, and you've got a ball joint at the front, so it's at least able to turn a little bit to the sides, but all the way up and down. Oh, there we go. Just gonna have to release it. Doesn't look great. The guns don't look great, but they're functional. Reminds you of Ed 209? Keep forgetting to leave that open. But welcome, owned by Cat. Similar to 3/27th size, maybe a little bit taller. That was the smallest they'd made since 2016. Okay. Welcome, 555J. Harry Potter. Sorry, I don't cover Harry Potter. I don't have any knowledge about those sets. Yep. 555J. Scott Walker from Mando. Yep. As you can see, is indeed exactly that. That's going to need updating, but I was going to click over to here and find Ed. Where's Ed? Oh, there he is, right in the middle. Ed. Hi, Ed. Such a hit at board meetings. All right, Robot Wizard. Have a good remainder of your evening. Thank you once again for stopping in. Wait a minute. Is it a new? Oh, it's a whole other instruction book. There we go. And Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's totally not the right button. What the heck? Ah. A buildable Mando? Custom one up. D1, R2, K2SO, Luke Skywalker, Brickheads, Darksaber, Mini Mando. Nice. Big ol' haul. Short Trooper in white isn't the worst idea, I guess. It looks fine. I think we get way too many variants of Stormtrooper. Way too many. For an empire that standardized on TIE fighters. Thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of the same thing. To have so much variation in their basic troops feels odd to me, but yeah, it's just selling more merch. Wanted to get the UCSN one, but you'll get it later. Like the show, not sure what you think of the film. Have you seen the film? Said you're not sure what you think of it, not you're not sure what you're going to think of it. Have you seen it? Kind of agree, Nick. A decade ago, we were in original trilogy nostalgia. Now we're in an era of prequel trilogy again. Give it a few years, we'll be in a sequel trilogy nostalgia wave. That will be weird if that happens. I'm not convinced that it will happen, but I understand that it could. Can't wait for the movie. Oh, okay. Not to make a fourth season? Well, deciding to do the movie instead. Been a while since we got a Star Wars movie. Not sure the sequels have the same clone trooper helmet obsessed cult. Yeah. Right on, legit. Oh yeah, Kathleen Kennedy ruined the entire world. We all know that. We've heard that on the internet. Pretty much everything wrong with the world today is Kathleen Kennedy's fault. It's a meme. Shut up. It's such a tired meme. But we try to make fun of it rather than just going like this. Yeah, don't fault any of the thousands of people involved, nor the many dozens of people at or above the level of Kathleen Kennedy. Don't fault anyone. Just pick one single person. Lay all the blame on them because reasons for everything that's wrong with the world. That's definitely the way to go. All right, you're probably not going to be sticking around here very long, Shadowbug. Definitely not a constructive attitude. That's appreciated. Just a fair warning. Kylo Ren still looks cool, but the rest of the First Order feels like Empire DLC. Ryan Gosling minifigs with the next movie. Yep. For the OGs. Love the original trilogy. Fair. Troll Trooper, haven't reused it. That's fine. Legit. Hope they come up with new ship designs for the Starfighter movie. Well, I mean, it is still in that same core era. I'm sure they'll have some new stuff, but how much never before seen variety is there going to be in a standardized fleet? How many times can you go back and say, oh, all those things that you saw for the past 40 years being consistent, actually there's a bunch of stuff that you didn't see that was right there. We just never showed it before because now we need to sell new merch. So here are all these things that were just off screen. Tried to make a joke about the Walker being Mando's ship since the last one was ridiculous. Starfighter after 9. Wait, what? Can somebody confirm factually, canonically, when Starfighter is set exactly? Not based on what you think, but based on reality, based on confirmed facts. Let me just get to the bottom of that real quick. Welcome, Big. The Rider Pack, why not use the included power bank? Because it's super annoying. I do so much work and I do so many videos having to take out a tiny little screwdriver, open up the screw, get batteries, put them in, close up the screwdriver, put it back in place, record the video, come back, take the battery pack out, undo the screwdriver, the screw, take the batteries out, put them on the charger, close up the battery pack again. That is a humongous waste of time when every single second counts for me. Five to 6 years after episode 9. That's the current confirmed. So that the next Star Wars film would be set 5 or 6 years after Rise of Skywalker. Oh, wow. Okay, I was completely off on that. I thought it was going to have I thought it was going to be in the T65 to T70 transition period. Okay, I was completely off on that. Okay, it's after Rise of Skywalker. 5 or 6 years after Rise of Skywalker. I mean, five years, as we know, 5 years in the Star Wars universe is an eternity. Within 5 years, people can completely forget how the entire galaxy was. And within 5 years, people can forget about the Jedi. Within 5 years, people can forget about the Republic. Within 5 years, people can forget about the Sith. So that could be, that opens things all the way up. All post verse 9. Okay. Ah. Thank you for looking it up. Palpatine can return again in that time. That's very true. Rod, you might be onto something. What about all the other clones on all the other planets? What about the Death Star 4? Assumed it was in New Republic era. Yeah. Oh. Now we know. So being 5 years later means that we can get slightly adjusted versions of everything that we've seen already. Again, because it's Star Wars after all. Third Death Star? Well, I mean, Starkiller Base. Spaceballs and all. The next bigger ball was Starkiller Base. Next they can do one that's the size of an entire solar system. And then after that, we get to the Death Star galaxy. We'll travel to a whole galaxy that's just an even larger Death Star. Death Star 4 is going to be smaller and cost more. Ooh, that's innovative. Get our Emperor Palpatine, microfighter or mech. I'm down for that. And then you can army build them? Yes, please. The New Republic. Welcome, Nova Sword. Thank you for the re-up. Thank you for the support. With the Razor Crest after work. Accidental all-nighter. Yikes. Hope you get some rest to recover from that. You don't have to keep copying and pasting that same thing. Sandwiches. The two Ewok movies? Yeah, I saw one of them in the theater. So we got this thing called a Death Star. It can blow up a whole planet. Yep. And it's gone. Okay. Here's a bigger one. It can fire up before it's even finished. And it's gone. And next. Feels odd that I have 2 of these left over, but I think I'm good. Yep. One movie is solely about Ewoks and Wookiees against the Empire. This time we hollowed out a planet, slapped a gun on it, and in the barrel... Well, the barrel is the size of the original Death Star. It can blow up solar systems from anywhere in the galaxy. Because the beam travels through hyperspace. Yes. And somehow splits up into multiple warheads with precision strike capability at their destination. Maybe you'll continue downsizing. Maybe you'll put a Death Star into a pistol, then you can do a 6-spin move. 360 no-scope spin. Because that's a good trick.
Head in 2099 asked me, is it true that Emperor Palindrome is building yet another Death Star? Pull together all the latest Imperial rumors and gossip and tell us all about it. Ah, whispers in the galaxy. Emperor Palindrome, with grand delusions of circular destruction, is rumored to be crafting Death Star 5.1.1. Allegedly, it'll be small enough to fit in a pocket, but powerful enough to blast your entire contact list into oblivion. Perfect for the Sith on the go.
All right, it is confirmed. Admiral Yularen ate his Wheaties today. I'm here for it. Excuse me. Thank you, Head On. UCS Venator? Yep. You can see my thoughts about it in my review video that I did when it came out. Full review video. Maybe Alderaan will return? Yeah, it'll return from a different dimension. Another dimension, another dimension, another dimension, another dimension. Merc Fusion, welcome. Jabba somehow returns. New spaceship called the J-Wing will help the bad guys to build the Death Pit Station. Okay. Starfighter will have to make a pit stop. Finds out Salacious Crumb was behind the entire plot. I think you need to grab from more different movies and eras to make it a little bit more of a realistic script, a more relatable script. I enjoyed the Razor Crest quite a bit, but I haven't done my review on it yet, so I'll have to give my thoughts in my full review once I have a chance to fully evaluate it and give it a proper going over. I probably enjoyed the Razor Crest more than most people. Seems to be something that most people want to poo on because it exists and it costs more than $5. Also, it has stickers. This is the ATRT Hoth Hoth Assault. Why is this? Oh, this is supposed to be on the. It's supposed to be on this one. Okay. Love to see more letter ships. Me too. Specifically, yeah. Original trilogy era, but I'm biased. Yep. I should go back in time and look at the prices of old Lego sets and see just how ridiculously expensive Lego was in the old days. Always been unbelievably expensive for the amount of plastic you get. You used to get less plastic and pay more than today. As hard as that is to, as difficult as that is to accept. Facts are facts. New Grogu? I agree that it's a big upgrade. Much prefer the new one. I don't like in universe his coin. This one doesn't have it. The other one has it. His little coin breastplate. I think it's dumb, but this version is peak to me. Shadow Lord show. Yep, we've been talking about it in this stream. No spoilers though. Not everyone has seen it. U-wing and rogues. Oh, a different U-wing. I didn't realize that. Size of the base, it's 1 1/4. Oh. Interesting. So you can't put anything next to it, but you can put something behind it, I'm assuming. Interesting. All right. Fair enough. Franchise I wish Lego would do a series of. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, or one-off. Basically just anything. Is there anything that I want? Or OG Tron is my canned answer to that. Tron 82. Full set of light cycles, a tank or two, and a recognizer. Doesn't fit the baby carry piece. Oh, oops. All right, have a good night. Shadow. Hope everything comes up nice and clear for the kitty. Lego Halo would be significantly worse than Mega Halo. Significantly. I do not want Lego Halo. I want Mega to keep that that license forever. Lego version would be such a downgrade. Be missing all the right colors. Everything would be the wrong color. The minifigs would be so limiting by comparison. Who distributed better? True. For a brief time. It also cost way more. A warthog with just Chief and like an Ungoy would be like $60. What the? Did I do this one upside down? Oh, I guess I did. Missed that. No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the $1 figures are fine. Got a third one recently I have not assembled yet. The $1 figures are fine. For Spartans, they're okay, but you know, obviously Lego wouldn't do different colors like this, so it would just be olive green, or it would be, I don't know, plain green or something, or gray or something. Yeah, compared to what Mega did, there is none. And again, Lego wouldn't even do that good of a job that the third parties did. Welcome, Adam. Gundam. I hope they don't do a Gundam, because it would be so inferior and cost so much more than an actual Gundam. People who want to do Gundams should do Gundams, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, what? Hold up. Jeez. Hello? So much money. It's gonna do a lot of good. Thank you, Anonymous, you wonderful, wonderful human being. Thank you so much for $700 donation to Starlight Children's Foundation to help bring smiles and happiness and the simple power of play to a whole lot of kids. That is incredible. You brought us to within 170 of potentially funding a second gaming station. Thank you so much. Gosh, it's such a huge sacrifice. I hope that you hope that you got in on the raffle as well. Just get a chance to get something back. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That is amazing. I need a minute. Talk about take my breath away. Gosh. It's unbelievable. I need a minute to just catch my breath. Let me let me play a little Starlight video to give myself a moment. I will be right back. Okay, let's do that.
My dearest Finn, dear Kyrell,
Demi,
I'm writing this to you to read one day.
It feels like forever ago that our lives were changed when you were diagnosed with cancer.
I know this has allowed you to see how hard life can be, but always realize it's full of opportunities to make someone's day better.
During the most vulnerable days of your life, strangers and communities came together to support you on your journey.
There's been so much kindness surrounding you. The surgeon who cared for your heart as if it were his own. Starlight who made you smile even on your toughest days.
Never forget those who loved you so well and know that you have the responsibility to give back.
Never doubt that you can make a difference in this world.
I love you, sweet boy.
Love, Mom.
Love, Dad.
Kyrell's story. I was working a lot. I was coming home late. I never got to see them grow up. Until he was diagnosed with cancer. When the doctor walked in and told me, we found one cancer cell in the microscope. And that's all it took. That changed everything. The hospital wasn't fun for Kai until they introduced Starlight Children's Foundation. The nurse came in and brought in we. You could see in their faces like, oh, okay, or we have something to do. He didn't feel like a patient. I'm grateful that there are so many good people out there who is willing to give their time, their effort for children like my son.
I'm having chemo and I still am doing things. Gaming is great in the hospital because it really takes your mind off things. You don't think about your medicine, your treatment, you just think about the game. I am very competitive and I will not back down in a challenge. I really do feel really proud of myself. Set up the game, I'm ready.
I just can't thank you guys enough for being so kind and caring and doing so much for others. And it's just a purely good thing. And I'm thankful to be able to connect with an organization like Starlight, where the impact is easy to understand and it's very fast and they're very, very efficient, incredibly efficient with their funds. Again, we're $170 away from potentially funding a second one of these handheld gaming stations. And I showed this video yesterday, but I'm going to do it again. It's brief because with one of these, averaging between the two,
one gaming station will impact 1,560 kids per year. With Nintendo support, meaning like full part replacement, like sending it in to get it fixed, everything is offered throughout the lifespan of the gaming station forever. And the price of like shipping it to places, getting it fixed, like all of those parts, like all of that is baked into the cost of the station. So when you're fundraising for a gaming station, you're not just fundraising for a Nintendo Switch, like you're fundraising for the joy and happiness of over 1,500 kids a year. Y'all are doing that.
And one of those gaming stations will last at least 7 years. Some of them quite a bit longer than that. Some of the Wiis, as I understand it, some of the Wiis are still out there in use today at some hospitals. Like that is the lifespan of these things, because they toughen them up for use in hospitals and they take really good care of them. And like Devin said there, Nintendo takes care of replacements or upgrades or, repairs, fully taken care of with those things. So that's a heck of a lot of impact, for a lot of kids for a lot of years. Thank you. Fred, how's it going? Good to see your digital face. I hope you're doing well. And 9 also, how's it going? How's life treating? I need to catch up with you, 9. It's been forever and a half since we even chatted, just in general, just get caught up. 9's the one through whom I got connected to Starlight. We were fundraising together on another charity team. And I was like, hey, I see you doing this Starlight thing a lot. Tell me more about that. Ooh. Lurkin. When that happened, it just happened, right? It felt natural to me. It had to happen. But after the fact, looking back at it, it's hard to believe that happened, that became what it became, given what it started out as, Earth, Wind, and Fire. It doesn't make any sense. But you know what does make a whole lot of sense? Bringing happiness to kids who are sick or injured. Holy heck, he just did. Now it's like for $180 donation, just took us over $3,200. Jeez. That's 2 whole gaming stations funded fully. What the heck? This is 6 times what I was hoping. Maybe in the best of chances that we could raise for May the 4th. Thank you so much. God, you just make it, I'll just make existing worth it for me. This is just so good. It's just so much positivity. It's such a purely good thing in a crazy world. Thank you so much. Gosh. I am not changing the goal again. I'm leaving it at that. If anybody else wants to get in on the raffle, it's a $15 donation, and every single dollar goes towards helping more kids. It's not like the funding stops or it doesn't have anywhere to go afterwards. They find uses for every single dollar. But yeah, y'all have just and the team, the worldwide team now is at 5,800 of the $5,000 goal. 5,800 raised out of 5,000 that Starlight itself was hoping to possibly raise if we were all really fortunate and all put in a lot of work, and our communities were very generous. during these 2 days for May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. Phew. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's amazing. That's amazing. For what it's worth.
Thanks, Jang.
It's hard to see this here, but I had to do something different. Let me grab the big board real quick.
Double up.
Hey, you got a double. So each one of the 16 by 16 squares, each one of the squares here represents a different charity event that we've been involved in, with the exception of these. Hey, thank you, Anonymous, for a $20 donation as well. A reminder of some of the values of some of these donations. $20 converts to 20 hours of play, the way that it all amortizes out, or it can cover more than half the cost
I will upvote
of
that.
a bespoke, customized hospital gown. You know, the hospital gowns. They've got a Chewbacca one that's available to kids now because they let kids choose what design they want, so that they feel, you know, more like themselves, like they have some choice in what's going on in their hospital stay. The Chewbacca one was actually designed by a patient, which is awesome. Thank you very much for that additional help for Starlight's mission. DC and Onua, welcome. Yeah, so a lot of the stars, like this star here, and this star here, and this star here, and this star here, and this star here, those stars over there, and this star here, and also the star that's behind this one, because we've raised over 100,000 for Starlight in the past, 3 years or so. And then this is the latest one, so I got to add it to the quilt. Just represents a hospital, and you know, it's kind of a little scene of it. The day is illuminated by a star from Starlight. It's kind of the idea behind that one. I had to do something other than just a star, because we've got a lot of stars up here. One of them, this one down here in the lower right corner for you guys, is actually the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, not Starlight. Also helping out kids. Got a panda for WWF. Got a snow leopard for WWF. We got a sloth for WWF hanging off a branch. This is the latest one. This is all stuff that y'all have done. All represents stuff that y'all have done. Sketchballs, thank you for the prime as well. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare fall. I just wanted to balance these like this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just wanted to show those. Again, as a reminder of all of the efforts, all the work, and all of the generosity of so many of y'all over the course of years now. So we'll be doing another star soon. Hadn't even thought about that in advance. Just did these. I think, was it last weekend, I think? All right. Well, this is almost done, I believe. Yeah. Just a handful of steps to finish the top of the turret here, and then I'll be moving on to the Anzellan starship, which I'm worried is going to be smaller than I expect. I know it's small. I get what the scale is supposed to be, but I think it might end up being even smaller than I thought. Which would be funny. I love the Anzellans. I love them so much. It looks cool though, right? Maybe they didn't need to make it gray though. Yeah, you know, because they're a completely different species. Could have been an opportunity to once again add more color to this universe. Excuse me. All right. Go. Look ridiculous, but adorable. kind of like the Anzellans themselves, right? I'll be darned. Wow. Another very kind person coming through. Scott, thank you for sponsoring play for 7 kids or possibly more than that with a $20 donation to Starlight Children's Foundation. Thank you very much for sacrificing some of your own funds to help someone else's kids. Kids, plural. Most likely that will help multiple kids. Thank you very much. And Captain Bat, hello and welcome. Gaming Station's a really cool idea. Definitely. Yeah, so Starlight has been going since 1982, technically. I think the first gaming stations gaming station singular that they placed at a hospital was a Super Nintendo. It was like a Super Nintendo on a cart. Droid gets claustrophobic. The time when it is, given when this is. Is there any possibility that that droid could be Roger? From the Lego series? Because we did get Roger in the Force Awakens marketplace set. Got like the pieces of him, but he was already decommissioned by then. So in this part of the timeline, that could potentially be Roger. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. As long as they don't do, 20,000 references like that, an occasional one for the lulz is legit. I'll allow it. I'll even encourage it, but I'm going to temper my encouragement because I don't want us to go full Filoni again. They should make them canon. Yeah, they could. The thing you changed was the gun. This or the gun of the ATRT. Jimpty, hello. Hi. Thanks for a $27.87 donation. And folks, with anything $15 or more, if you have a U.S. shipping address, even if you're not from the U.S., if you've got a friend or family member over here, you can enter into a raffle to win one of these. So one of the Loungefly limited edition backpacks. I believe all 3 of the ones that there are out of production now permanently. And then this is also an option, the 501st Black Series full-size wearable. The AT-RT's gun. Gotcha. Yep. To make it less toyetic. Never go full flight. Overloaded with references. The show is, so maybe the movie will be a swell. Maybe the movie will be just swell. Have you ever thought of that? How about that? Huh? Mr. Shack? Also, welcome back. All right, that's it. This is done. Glad the AT-RT itself is smaller than I thought. I thought it was going to be pretty oversized again, but it's got a good amount of cladding on it, a fair bit of shaping, but the height isn't too much. It has a little bit of posability, so I think it's all right. This thing, for play, it's fine. The inside's okay. You know, it's got a couple clips to hold on to weapons. And then this is used for storage for a console for the AT-RT. So it can be swapped between having a console in the front and a spot for Grogu to ride. Like when they include both realistic and stud shooters. Especially if the stud shooters are easy to remove for folks who don't want to see them. Got the Mando Speeder bike. Modded yours so it could store 2 weapons. Perfect. And have Mando sit with the jetpack. Perfect. Good choices. Good choices. And I'm glad that set is on the market at all. Because it's cheap. All right. Time for some Anzellan action. Thank you very much. That's your Anzellan action for this stream. Hope it does well at the box office. It's not looking good. Projections are not looking good. But hopefully when it comes out, it'll be better than people are expecting, and word of mouth will give it a late pop. Babu Frick, best thing to come out of Rise of Skywalker. I could not possibly agree more. How dare you say something so true? There we go. Sith Troopers are it for you? All right. Fair. What I think of the mall show? I enjoyed it a lot. in spite of my bias against the idea of bringing everything that dies back immediately in the Star Wars universe for what it is, I think the mall show was very good. It was very enjoyable. No surprises for me in it, like no kind of moments for me, and I'm fine with that. It just felt mature. It felt well developed, well planned, well filmed. Filming being, a relative term, and definitely well voice acted across the board. It felt like it took itself seriously, and it felt like everybody on the job took their job seriously. So I really appreciate that. Love the art style. That I don't know the proper name for it, but semi impressionist oil painting filter. Sound like smart Luke? Indeed. Is it has accrued? Is that how I pronounce it? Has accrued? Welcome. You see more Star Wars watching Walking Dead? Okay, that's a lot. Are you going to do all of the Walking Dead spin-off shows and everything? Or just the main show? Not all the Filoni's have landed gracefully. He's done a pretty good job being one to lead people for Star Wars. Yeah. There's constructive criticism. It gets drowned out by people who thinks he's the best or the worst. Well, I mean, that's just how humans are these days, right? It's reaction culture. It's all about getting reactions. Reactions are rewarded. So just immediately go to any extreme. X is the best anything that has ever existed on the face of the planet and in all of human and universal history. Or is the worst. There's nothing in between. Start the one show. You forgot the name of? Oh, Acolyte. There was one part of Acolyte that I didn't like. There was another part of Acolyte that I didn't like at first, but there was a huge and brilliant payoff for it later in the show. The only Mando movie set you won't get. Well, I mean, there aren't many Mando movie sets, but I'm glad you like the general atmosphere of what they're building. Welcome, Fargonaut. So charming, smaller. Yeah, easy to see a bunch of these varying supplies around. I was just saying earlier, I wish that they had gone with some color for it because they could. But I really like the look of it. Lycan, welcome. Got the UCS N1 as your first ever UCS set. Debating between that and Django Slave 1. Just really like the N1. Gotcha. The only way that that's going to hurt eventually and give you buyer's remorse is if they come out with a prequel trilogy UCS N1 eventually, which they really should. But I hope that you do like the Mando one. Hope that it does feel satisfying to build and to have. That guy pointing at the screen. price is the main barrier. You got which spoiled? Make the show more exciting? Wait, what show are we talking about now? The ending of Acolyte. Oh, I see. Like UCS of vehicles that are bigger than minifig scale. I see. Bandai Star Wars kits I would consider must-haves. Honestly, the X-Wings are really good, but they do require a lot of work. They're pretty peak because they have some color. There's so much that you can do with them and so much that honestly you need to do with them. But they very easily become something that you can be really, really proud of. I haven't done enough of them. Like I haven't done a B-Wing. I haven't done a Y-Wing. So I can't speak to those. I want one of those to be great, but I'm not sure. Amongst the figures, obviously the Clone Trooper gives you multiple options, and you can easily customize it, and you can mass it. I think that original Boba Fett, Empire Boba Fett, just looks great, again, because of color. But it's a pain because it does have a lot of decals or stickers. Reactions. No, I don't follow Reddit. Oh, I value my sanity, and I try to stay away from stuff. Seen some really awful stuff come up on Reddit, including about me. It's just total lies and just horrific, awful, unbelievably awful stuff. So I don't need to touch any of that. I don't need to be anywhere close to it if I can stay away. What more non-human, non-force powered protagonists? Bounty hunter or smuggler stories? Gotcha. Krusty Krab, that'll come later. That'll come once. Yeah, don't expect it soon. Do not expect that soon. Chromed every piece of the UCS N1. Like actual electroplating? Did he then paint the rest of it so the whole thing is metallic and just the front parts are chrome? Like I was saying it needed? It's weird they only have a port on, or a door on one side. Yeah, I mean, all the stuff that you're talking about is just because Lego doesn't want to lose a lot of money. So many Star Wars projects have done poorly. They invested heavily into Solo, and they got really badly burnt on that. So now they're just tired of doing a bunch of sets for stuff that's coming up that they have no confidence will be successful. Vacuum chamber thing? Nice. Right on. Thank you, Frothy. This doesn't look right yet. Okay, there it is. Interior detail built off the wall. That's good. Let's read them all. Well, they've changed it quite a bit and went really heavy with the paint filters. You look at the early Clone Wars stuff, it's a little rough. You want a UCS Mando transport ship? I think there have been some third-party versions, or definitely you can get some rebrickables. I always get confused with those Mando ships because there are two that look almost exactly the same, but they're vastly different sizes. Part of me feels like they probably didn't intend that originally, and it's one of those things where, oh yeah, we need it for this scene, we need it to be twice as big. We'll just call it another variant. And that's canon. Danny Rain, hello and welcome. Or for a new UCS Superstar Destroyer, how long has it been since that original one? When did that come out? Was it like 2012 or so? When was that? AY, hello, welcome. 2011. All right. Yeah, it's definitely due. But I'm biased. I like capital ships. Sci-fi capital ships. I'm easy like that. New Defender. A lot of people would like that. Just watched Daredevil finale. Ah, this is it, huh? This is the last day for this season. That's a big deal. Lowercase ships, it can work. I think the rounded ones work out pretty decently well. But something like a lowercase k is just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of flimsy, you know? Droid control ship, which we've never gotten. To get a Lucre Hulk of any sort ever would be nice. How many people have asked for that? MIDI scale, hello, you finally did a Venator. Finally. Give us a Lucre Hulk. This decade. We've never gotten one. Other than in a calendar, advent calendar. I was disappointed the Daredevil that I got wasn't the best. The helm mask thing is too bright. It's interesting they actually went from metallic on the red, so it has silver underneath and then red over the top of it. There might be a comic version that looks closer to this. Same vibes of the old line of Mighty Max and Polly Pockets. I see. Can we get the whole Separatist fleet? Can't wait for Doomsday. Oh yeah, I know there. As we both know, there are plenty of different options. And if you're really interested in getting something and getting a good version, just go to any of those sites and get one of each, because they cost $1 each, so get one of each. Do the research, yeah. Even though you're not guaranteed, just from seeing one person's or a couple people, you're not guaranteed you're going to get the exact same quality. If there's quite a bit of variation, but that can help. UCS blue milk carton, I could imagine it. Micro Galaxy Squadron. I don't remember what was the last. I think it might have been the Lambda. Might have been the last that I get. Or no, it was either the Lambda or the Milfalk. One of those two. B-Wing at some point. I don't remember how long it's been since I updated the stream, but I'm not going to be collecting all of them or anything like that. Sometimes you get really good ones. I'd say more of them are good. More of them are good today. You know, more of the ones that have been produced in the past 2 years have been good than bad. I would not mind army building and zealots. Where's this other one? Under something, right? Yep. Warren, thank you. And welcome back. Sarge, welcome. I am very thankful. That's how I'm doing. Very, very thankful for people's support of Starlight to an unbelievable degree. Yeah, it's just a May the 4th thing. They got some support from Disney, got some raffle items that people can potentially win with donations. So just because it's, May the 4th, it's kind of a special thing. Had an opportunity to connect with that. I figured I would. No, we didn't hit the goal. We did not hit the goal. We shattered the goal. The stretch goal for 2 days was 540 for May the 4th. The stretch goal for 2 days. I would have been very happy if we hit half of that. Obliterated the goal. First times May the 4th is intersected with a period of time you're obsessed with Star Wars. Okay, right on. Glad you're feeling good about it. Busy this week? I am busy. I am busy every day, every week, every month. Night and day. There is no slowdown except when it's absolutely required as mandated by milestones with some of these charity fundraisers, where I say, if we hit this point, then I will take a day off so that I can recuperate and do more work more efficiently in the future. Otherwise, it is go, go, go all the time. Warren, making it even better. Thank you for your $10 donation to Starlight. Thank you so much for doing this. Appreciate you helping them out a bunch of times. Excited for some of the new June releases. Oh, I see. Yeah, so you probably don't follow the other Bricks channel, huh? Nights. So you don't see all of the constant stream of videos, because I upload regularly to the main channel, the Lego Reviews channel, and or the other Bricks channel, plus streaming most days of the week. Ah, right on. Don't really have any slowdown time. Desperately as I need it in order to do other work offline, but nobody cares about any work that I have to do offline. If I'm not pumping out videos or live on stream, people think that I don't exist and I'm just slacking off. Brick Princess, welcome. It's a combination. It all kind of goes together. But I was devastated by YouTube changes years ago, and it's taken a very long time to recover from that. Many creators did not recover from what I went through and had to quit for good. I've been very stubborn and worked to get back to a point of viability, but it has taken great tolls on me in multiple ways. Smart Play reviews, curious how they will do. I can't wait to see what they do with Pokemon. I hope that they recover some good PR and some good feelings. Thank you, Doggy. New bike felt so unexpected. Yep, buildable vehicles that are not minifig scale. Not your cup of tea, but cool. It looks really well done. I couldn't say anything bad about that bike. Excited for new Lumi sets? Yep, it's going to be a devastating month for Lumi with all of their planned May releases. Thank you, Brick Princess. Thank you. Still here. Now I gotta make up for all that I lost along the way, recovering. But who knows? Maybe by the end of this year, I'll be able to be a human again. Be able to speak to family, friends. Might actually have some time for recreation ever. And might be doing some new and creative stuff again. Excited for the 3-in-1 pirate ship. Got into Mega. Oh, bad timing. Sorry about that. Got the Falcon. A retractable seat? Or is it just a greebly? Oh, I was gonna grab something. So far, it feels like there's more detail inside of this than I expected, but we'll see if it remains accessible once the walls come up. Take your head on. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for all of your support and help for the charity. And have a good night.
Thanks, Jing. I appreciate you.
I just realized it's looking less and less likely that the UCS N1, for which I paid extra to get quote-unquote overnight shipping on Thursday night, looks like it's not arriving today, which is Tuesday. That's not fun. Good thing that I held off building all of these sets for way longer than I should have. Most people have reviewed these long ago, but I held off specifically for the sake of the charity event to make sure that I had something Star Wars related to build for Star Wars Day. Spares. Not a green Heimer, not a green Mjolnir, so it's not that smart, huh? Knee pad meant to be blue. Yeah, the new Grogu body is so superior to the old. So superior. It helps to capture the whole character better. It's not just about physical accuracy, it's the emotion of a scene that he's in. Nothing recognizable or cool about a set like this. And the movie hasn't even come out, but it's recognizable from the trailer. nothing cool about it. That's an opinion. It's a valid opinion. It doesn't mean that everyone is going to agree. Welcome, Rock Monster. Gotten into Gunpla. Nice. Sorry I'm so far behind on the Gundam channel. It's I don't know what to do with the YouTube channel. I started trying some stuff, but realized that I didn't enjoy it. I've built a whole lot of kits. I need to get caught up on the Instagram first and start figuring out what I want to do with the YouTube, so that it's, because obviously I don't want to do reviews of Gundam. That'll ruin the hobby for me. Like when they have to create sets with missing info. Leads to inaccuracies, though, that people just complain about forever. Think about Kylo Ren's command ship. Or command shuttle. Custom blasters, more accurate. Nice. Redeems themselves in 2019. It was smaller on the inside, though. More accuracy on the outside, but the inside became just significantly inferior toy. Better for collectors, worse for kids. Welcome, Psychow. Bionicle Revival. Oh, those are locked. Interesting choice. No rotation. Same thing about the prequels, definitely. Yep. And if we're honest with ourselves, the original trilogy was not amazing cinema. It was not amazing cinema, especially Star Wars itself. New Hope was not a great film. It had great effects and introduced a very engaging world. Yeah, Brick Princess, I think it's hyper overblown. The degree to which people are focusing on it is nonsensical, in my personal opinion. I have talked about this quite a few times in the past. All of the clickbait articles about drama in the LAN, it's all garbage. It's all lies. It's all fake drama. There is no drama. It's two people left. One has a full-time job, doesn't have time to be covering every single new Lego set right now. The other one isn't used to be getting lots of review views and now isn't getting a lot of review views, so it's not a good use of his time anymore. That's it. It's that simple. That's the end of it. There's no drama. It's simple decisions made by literally two people, and the whole feeling of, oh, everything's crashing down. Oh, there's so much internal turmoil. No, there isn't. There isn't. Out of how many people are in the program? 100 or so? 2 left for very simple, quantifiable reasons. So I think everything is normal and fine, as you know, such as it can be. The thing that I'm still upset about is the fact that the LAN allows almost all of its creators to violate the terms of service of every single social media platform by not marking their content as paid promotion, which is what it is. If you read the terms of service, the very clear terms of service, not even the legalese version, but the simple person's version, the dumbed down version, they make it extraordinarily clear that if you receive value from a vendor or manufacturer to make content, you must push the following button, and almost none of them do. Do they include parts to make another droid? I haven't seen. I hope that they do. I hope that they have a head and... Well, they've got arms there, so I hope they have a head. That's all that's missing right now. Up to this point. I haven't built the whole thing yet. And I do like to experience the build as a regular consumer. I don't like to research every single step and every single Easter egg and every single element. I don't watch reviews before doing a build. I like to be surprised and to really experience the build in a genuine way. So I don't know all the answers in advance. Welcome, Phoenix. Average fan can't contemplate the idea of turning down free though. I don't think that's it. No, because it's all content creators that are doing that are blowing stuff out of proportion. It's content creators who are doing it for their own profit. It's reaction culture and getting those clicks. It's not regular people who are seeing 1 or 2 people leaving and going, oh, something really rotten in this system. It's not that. It's people watching clickbait videos and reaction videos and then going, oh, well, I've been told to think that there's great drama. Clickbait, rage bait. It's all just for money. Ship is very small. It's extremely small. Yep. I kind of wish that they had done that they had not spoiled that. I wish that they had not shown this ship at all in the no merch in advance, and also I wish they had not shown it in the trailers, so that we could have that humor, you know, the reveal, the size reveal. You see this ship coming down, and it's glorious. You know, it makes its grand entrance, and then it opens, and then out comes, you know, these little Babu Frick looking dudes. And then we see the actual scale of the thing. I wish that we had that moment. That would have been funny. Every stream someone brings it up. Yep. Sometimes multiple times. Can you talk about the drama in the land? No, because there is none. Shower. Hello. Welcome. Just finished Shadow Lord finale. Right on. Glad you enjoyed it. No spoilers for the folks who have not seen it. No spoilers for quite a long time. Some people are going to binge it. We're waiting to binge it. Be respectful to folks. Be respectful to our fellow fans out there. Why do you care if people remember or forget the sequels? Let people do and think what they want and feel what they want. Why does it affect you if people remember the sequels? It shouldn't. If you don't like them, don't like them. That's fine. Let other people have their own feelings, right? The laundry room. Yeah, that was so on brand and on tone for what that movie tried to do. It was so cinematic. The supremacy? You like the supremacy? Lambda getting unwarranted hate? Oh. Because it costs as much as the one that everybody likes. It costs the same amount as the one that everybody likes. Or liked from 10 years ago. And they refuse to recognize that fact. Also, it has a slightly shorter fin, which isn't as bad, I think. Like, I want the Lambda to be right. And I need it to have a tall fin. But the one that they've done on this new one really isn't that bad. It's just a little bit on the short side. But the whole rest of it is looking really good to me. As you know, Triceratops, we are pretty much opposite in opinions about all things. Even the first time that I saw New Hope, I thought that the 1 in a million shot was a huge disappointment for me, even as a kid. Like, and he just makes it. Okay, and it's a proton torpedo, and it swirls like a rim shot. Okay, sure. Looking forward to the Lambda. Probably gonna get when it comes out, assuming a model kit doesn't eat that money first. Gotcha. When Snoke was cool and mysterious, yeah. And it hasn't come out. People are saying it's bad. Oh, yeah. I mean, as soon as it was announced, people were saying it was bad. Yeah. That's why more and more I'm just like, I don't care what anybody says or thinks. I'm going to just think for myself. Thank you very much. Can't get too connected to external communities other than, you know, people that you develop a stronger personal connection with and trust otherwise. And even then, even amongst people that you trust and know really well, they're constantly under bombardment. You know, I have to deal with people that I know coming to me with the dumbest stuff that they heard or that they believe is true that isn't at all. That's you know, they're duped by AI or by clickbait, rage bait, rumors, you know. It's like, gosh dang it. Clone Wars, sole reason people look kindly on the prequels. It's definitely had a lot to do with it. I remember people saying Batman would be terrible because of Michael Keaton. Yeah. I didn't disagree with him back then. I was like, what? I was wrong too. I didn't think it was going to be terrible, but I thought that those arguments made sense. Not to use logic. Hunter, this is the Anzellan ship, the Anzellan starship. Kid likes Baby Yoda. Would be fun, no matter what. You can just enjoy it as just a flick, just a piece of entertainment, right? Consider the astronomy expert with your close friends of him. You still have to shoot down crazy stuff. People still come to you with nonsense about the universe. Did you know? Anything I didn't review? I'm sure there are. I wasn't, especially towards the end. I didn't do all the late stuff. I think I did all of Destiny, but otherwise I was not the completionist towards the end as it all fell apart. Have to go through its ruin every 5 years or so with Doctor Who. Every new series, huh? Your sister tried to say that space isn't real. I want to give you a hug. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God. And tell you to hang your trains 2 stories off the edge of the wall. Yep. God. Also, have you heard of blue bricks? Take care, Captain Bat. Is Grogu AI? It's definitely AI. I can tell. Also, the other thing, the most recent thing that was AI for sure, other than my videos, was people were saying that the Lego bike was AI. People were 100% certain and had evidence, clear as day evidence, that the Lego bicycle was AI. There's just no sense anywhere. Actually had a German guy come to work in it. No way, Aaron. You stop it. You take that back. You take that fact back right now. I am done. I just quit. Just leave. Son of a motherless goat. Gosh dang it, man. No. Ah. No. Cut it for both of you back to back. Dang it. You're a robot wizard.
No. 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 No.
Thanks. That looked like AI to me. It was definitely AI. I saw the hallmarks. I know how to spot these things. Australians are AI. I mean, there are both A and I in the name of the country, so clearly it didn't hide the truth from us. Hallmark moments are AI for sure. Confirmed. Except for the bad ones. Those are Kathleen Kennedy. Welcome 16 times a second. Don't have electricity in the apartment. Oh no. Is it a new build? They're just they haven't hooked it up at all? Or is it just hasn't been turned on? Hallmark Channel is prototypical human slop. You can't say that. Everything that humans do is art. It's precious. It's a bit too much. Oh, okay. Tell us more. 16 times a second. Tell us more. Can't leave us hanging with that. We need specifics. Breakers need to be reset. Oh, man. One day it's seeing UFOs, and then the next thinking real things are AI. Yep. Set reveal video is blocked. Okay. Weird. Our shipper's better or worse? It's smaller, so naturally people are going to say it's worse. I think it looks better from the outside. The shaping of the hull is excellent. The alt builds are really smart. But people only want things to be bigger, more complex, more accurate, even when there isn't anything to be accurate to, because it's all made up, and cheaper. So you kind of can't win. It's possible that every recorded UFO sighting was military-grade AI? Definitely. That sounds legit to me. Makes sense if you don't think about it. Make house white. Oh, dang. Right on. Congrats on that, 16 times a second. That's definitely the type of thing to be proud of. I think any Gundam fan or even sci-fi fan would be happy to have one of those decks. A bunch of buildings, a few Origin Zakus that you didn't have. Okay. Zaku Cannon. Act Zaku? ACT? Wait, what's that? Gym Cannon and a few scope. Holy heck. Yeah, that's a lot, man. My gosh. What happened to you cutting down your backlog and working through it? What the heck? What changed? What massively changed in your plans? You're still working through it. It's just way bigger now. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Dang it. I feel that. I feel that. I appreciate the realness of that. Oh my. Mary, hello. Thank you very much for the $15 donation, and I'm glad that you got in on that raffle too. $15 donation to Starlight. help bring some happiness to some other families' kids in children's hospitals. Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping in, as well as making a donation and personal sacrifice to help others. I hope you're at least doing okay. Again, thank you for stopping in. You like brick built sales better? Aaron is on the correct side of history because he knows that Lego hates their fans because they made a set out of Lego pieces, which is the worst thing that Lego can possibly do. Is make a set out of Lego pieces that can be used for other things. They might as well just make a whole set out of AI at that point. This has a lot of interior details and space for the little dudes to walk around. Like, it's actually, if you look at it like what it is, a micro scale playset or mini scale playset, smaller than mini fig. It's actually really good. Anonymous with a $16 donation as well. Thank you very much. Not even wanting to be known by name. I appreciate that kindness and the selflessness of it. There are people who complain about specialized pieces but like cloth sales, definitely, yeah. Trans clear satin is such a misnomer. It is iridescent. It's iridescent. It's spray painted with a color shift, kind of a pearly color, pearly effect. What makes the Anzellans unique? They're droid smiths and engineers. Yep, when they engineer an amazing ship. And it takes the best from others. Possibly, yeah. I just wish that this had more color to it, honestly. I don't mind it as it is. It is, you're right, it is kind of a basic boring-ish shape given what it's from. But I don't mind it. You only like the largest specialized piece ever made? Oh, from that. You're talking about the base plates. You're talking about the base plates. I'm thinking of the dump truck, the rideable dump truck. I think I recall. Warren, hey, congrats on starting on the Razor Crest. And thank you for the membership as well. This morning, Lego's gotten rid of a fair number of trans neon. Well, it's 2, right? Not every ship can be a super cool triangle. Star Wars needs to get more crescent-shaped ships again. Definitely something that's missing. Tempted to buy Bricklink sets, given that it's way better value price per piece. I don't care about price per piece because this isn't coal. Lego, and plus, like, 10 cents per piece at this size is not the same as 10 cents a piece at this size. So price per part makes no sense to me. I don't care about price per part. I care about what I get for how much I pay. And Star Wars sets are extra expensive because people are willing to pay those prices. I can dislike those prices myself, for sure, but it's not going to make me stop reviewing the things that my viewers want to see. It's also not going to make me stop liking Star Wars itself, but I don't buy these sets for me. It's all for y'all. It's all for the content. Org ships. A ship from the Eternals? Yeah. But better. I'm thinking what was that Marvel Crescent ship? Was it from Ragnarok? Was there a Crescent ship in that? Price per part isn't a Lego thing. It's something that we made up, that we fans made up, and we got stuck on like 20 years ago, and then we haven't even updated our numbers in 20 years. Like Lego would prefer not to have, clearly Lego prefers not to talk about number of parts in a set because they went to the trouble of having two sets of boxes. So they only had boxes with the part count in the US because the US has a rule saying you have to have the part count on the box. Everywhere else, they have a completely different print that doesn't have the part count because Lego itself as an entire organization does not want anyone to care about the part count at all. That's all just us. We made up the price to part ratio thing. And then, like I said, it happened to be a convenient number, and we are very simple beings. We don't like complex things. 10 was a really simple number to remember, 10, 15 years ago, and then we haven't updated the number since then. Which is just completely nonsensical of us to be stuck on something that's so outdated, in addition to being so useless. Such a useless metric when some sets come with a ton of big parts and other sets come with a ton of 1x1s, literal 1x1s, like studs and these things, modified 1x1s. Talking about price to part ratio. It looks great. Okay. World map. Yeah, best price to part ratio ever. Sorry, I just cannot abide things that don't make sense to me. I don't care how popular they are. If I cannot make them make sense, I can't get on board. If basic logic tells my brain this ain't right, I'm gonna look for something that
I'll
is.
get it.
That you had as a kid was $200 adjusted for inflation. Yeah. And what was the price to part ratio on that? Like 50 cents to part? And yet we look back at that and it was like, back in my day, Lego prices were great. Lego was so cheap. It's really cheap when your parents are buying it for you. And you don't even see the price tag. Wait. I spent an entire season, I don't remember which year it was, I want to say 2019 or so. I did an entire huge wave of sets I weighed them and I gave price per gram for every single set and included it in the video to show that price per weight also doesn't work. Because again, this isn't coal. This isn't feed corn. It's not anything where the literal volume of ABS pellet is what matters to us buyers. You take a stack. You take a stack of 1x2s. Oh, wait, here we go. You take a stack of 1x1s, 1x1 plates, and you put enough of these together to create the shape of a 2x4 brick. You know which one weighs way more? The one with all the plates. So you end up having tons and tons of parts, and you also end up having tons and tons of weight. It has no bearing on the actual complexity or size of the thing that you end up getting. So price to gram, unfortunately, does not make logical sense as a test of value either. If we were to burn this stuff, if we used it as fuel, then it would make all the sense in the world. But since we care about like display value and build and play and stuff like that, it doesn't work. The Bricklink stuff, I don't cover the Bricklink stuff because it's effectively mocks, and I don't review mocks. Also crazy expensive, but also I don't review mocks. And the whole Lego marketing system has that stuff on lock. The way that they send out the sets to all their LAN partners to specifically do ads for them to show them off when they're about to be put up for pre-order, which is months before the actual public can get any of that stuff. There's no point in me covering it. Nobody cares. By the time I'm able to buy it, no one else can buy it. They're all gone. Does the wand have a pseudo ball joint? Yeah, it rotates. Does it put stress on it? No, the wands are soft, and there's enough space. Just like you can do this legally, and these are both hard ABS pieces. You can do that. The wand is even softer, significantly softer. It's not completely round, but there's room. There's room to rotate it, and it doesn't damage the parts. $0.40 per piece. Wow. ATOT and Dropship hailed as one of the greatest Star Wars sets of all time. If only Lego would go back to the way that they used to be. Then Star Wars would actually be good. Yep, $400. Adjusted for inflation, $400 for less than 2,000 pieces. Yep, and people worship that set. $400 adjusted for inflation only, not aftermarket, but just based on retail. For 2,000 pieces, and people worship that set like it was the greatest thing and the greatest value. Semicircle jumper, yep. Yeah, Lego's had it for about a year or so, a year or two maybe. No, actually, maybe a little bit more. I think they started in Mario. Mario first got that. But yeah, it's definitely a cool piece. Most illegal build technique, taking a craft knife to a part, depends on what the part is. If it was one of the pieces that was designed to be cut in the first place, like the flex tubes, not so illegal. Gray, yep, definitely very useful for greebling and supporting greebling, that's for sure. And lots of other things as well, but yeah, I'm glad that stuff like that exists. They are infinitely reusable parts. Pictures for an AT-AT. I see. I don't cover rumors or leaks here. 2009 Venator was $174 adjusted for inflation. Yeah, but it was great though. It was worth it when your dad bought it for you. It was best set, so much better than anything they do, any of the garbage they do today. That Venator was flimsy. I remember when I reviewed it, I was like, Am I holding the same thing that people have been talking about? Because I mean, it's cool. It's a Venator and it's capital ship, and it opens up and stuff. That's cool, but it is flimsy, my people. And the proportions are durable. More Bionicle? Sure. More Bionicle CMFs? Sure. If it makes people happy, genuinely happy, then yes. If it just makes people continue for the rest of eternity to say, oh, Bionicle's been mentioned, Bionicle is definitely coming back, Bionicle is taking over Lego, everything's going to be Bionicle next year, confirmed. I'm so tired of hearing that every single year. Anytime Bionicle is mentioned. But if an actual product that actually comes to market, provides at least pieces that people will be happy to use, then yes. Welcome, Lone. Growing up is realizing the Lego you had as a kid. Weren't all that? Yeah. And which is okay. Like, that doesn't invalidate your experiences. It doesn't invalidate your enjoyment of them. But it does mean that it's very invalid to say, if only Lego brought back the toys that I had as a kid, then they would be great. And everything that isn't the toys that I had as a kid is bad, because everything that I had as toys as a kid was great. All of that is wrong. All of that is wrong. Also, people need to realize that getting even if companies did do exactly what you're asking for and re-release the exact toys you had as a kid, that's not going to bring your childhood back. It's not going to take all of the pains of life away and all the complexities. It's not going to pay your rent or your mortgage. It's not going to make your boss more reasonable. It's not going to change your life today. Inflation, too many people will just rant and complain about without thinking. All right. I'm glad I'm able to provide something of value to you, Shar. Happy the piece exists. Didn't continue Space Set remakes after Blacktron? What do you mean? Isn't that Blacktron? Didn't it just retire? How can you say that they're not continuing Classic Space remakes when the most recent one has just ended? How do we know that they're never going to make another one again in the future at all, ever? I don't understand that. Finally, time for Bionicle to bring the company back from the brink of disaster? Definitely. Bionicle Revival confirmed, along with Power Miners and Atlantis. And Fabuland. 90s Pirates, pretty special. Love Star Wars, but the remake of Black Sea's Barracuda got you back. And that remake is such a superior set to anything made in the old days, if we're being honest. The remake is so much better in every way. But it's also pretty expensive, but it's actually a better value than the old stuff was. Take her a shower. Don't forget Galador. I will forget Galador if I want to forget Galador. Thank you very much. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. Kino, I do stay away from favorites questions, but I will tell you I like city. Like, just generally for me, while I do like sci-fi a lot, when it comes to models and miniatures, I like realistic or semi-realistic minifigs or figure scaled stuff, just generally speaking. So city and things close to that are my jam. I like cyberpunk as well. Lumibrix has done amazing stuff with cyberpunk, and the Ninjago City stuff is great too. Expected one to be already announced. How long was Galaxy Explorer for sale? Oh, that I don't know. We'll look it up. All right. Lumi Cyberpunk doesn't do it as much for you as Ninjago City did. Fair enough. Fair enough. I love the lights and yeah, so the life. I think they go well together. Fire Off-Road Pickup had 127 pieces. Still love it. Nowadays, a similar set would cost more. Nowadays, a similar set would be much cheaper on a price to part ratio basis, but it would be much more complex. More play features, yep. To make the prices, more pieces and features for a similar set a decade or two later. Still consider that progress. Don't like the neon. Gotcha. Fair enough. Yes, Quick Sticks. We got the second handheld funded, which is unbelievable. It's beyond a dream, honestly. Unbelievable. Was not intended to be in the cards at all. Finished the no grade Death Scythe. Congrats. Congrats on that. It's been going for a minute. And also a couple Battletech teams. Right on. AT-AT legs supposed to bend inward at the bottom? Bend? No. No. Move it out. They're not supposed to bend. Definitely supposed to be straight up and down as viewed from the front or the back. That's your first Gunpla accident? Did you cut a piece where you weren't supposed to cut it? Oh, there is a head. Good, there is a head. There's a V1 head. Did you have to cement it back together? Galaxy Explorer was for sale for 17 months. Then there was 1 year with no remake. I didn't realize it was that long. A year? Wow. Then Blacktron for 12 months. So you're saying there's a chance. I hope so. I hope they keep that going for quite a while. I hope they keep doing this one of a thing. Like one big, like I was just saying in the video earlier today, one big plane, at least one locomotive, please, like you promised you were going to do, Lego. You can do one classic space. You can do one castle type thing of a decent size. One pirates thing would be great too. Just one of each out of so many hundreds of products that they do every year. Just do one each of these things to tickle the nostalgia and the wants of folks who are a little bit older. Left arm was so tight it snapped the connection. No. Oh, that's rough. One great capital ship. I'm sorry about that. I hope you're able to get something figured out to replace that. Working on a MGX. Got a giant one from Blue Bricks. I most recently did the Crow King's Castle from Barweir. $100 for 4,000 pieces. Got that one as well. Nice. Did a Star of Tiger Stripe Clan Wolf to use against your Steiner Scout Lance. I'm sorry that I don't know these things by name. Melt down some runner, back into a crack. I see. Are you saying it bows? Are you guys saying that the legs bow in as viewed from the front, like the lower legs are kind of bent in like this? I thought you were saying like this, but you're saying when the legs themselves are straight, they're bowed inward, like convex. Is that what you're saying? Not Bo-Katan. There's no crease in it. We're not talking about there being a crease. There's no folding. The opposite. Okay, so it doesn't go in this way. It goes out this way. Huh. I did not notice that. Jason and Jamar, hello, welcome. Buttons, push buttons. There we go. Wait, I didn't push enough buttons. There we go. We're back. This is the last bag. It's going to create the whole top. Doesn't connect exactly at the ankle pin. Is there I forget how that's aligned. Is there not a place where you can loosen it up, where you don't have to, where instead of pushing it in all the way, you can just have the connector sticking out just a little bit? I don't remember exactly how that went together. Is there a way that you can adjust that? Night so far? Well, I mean, I'm blown away by people's generosity for the charity, so that's the most important thing by far. Very happy about that. Otherwise, after taking the weekend off, which was supposed to be days that were taken off last month, but I took no days off for last month, so I had to make up for it. I've already started to move back towards sleep deficit again. That's not good. The amount of work that I do every day is still And the number of hours is just still ridiculous. And it's completely unhealthy. I've still got to figure that out somehow. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube as well. There's no pressure on it whatsoever. The tenant makes a bow. Like significantly, I see this doesn't sound right to me. This sounds like too much. I didn't even notice that this was an issue on that set at all. I vaguely get a sense that I may have encountered it later on after moving around, that it was just off by a little bit, but it sounds like you're seeing it. You're seeing something dramatic and you're just in the process of building it. I'm not sure about that. David, hello. David, thank you very much for your $30 donation to Starlight Children's Foundation. Also getting in on the raffle to win one of these things, either the lunar, what do they call them? Lounge fly backpacks, or the 501st Clone Trooper helmet, the Black Series wearable one. Thank you very much for the support, and best of fortunes and luck to you as well. Legs should be pretty straight. Yeah. Should be tension. It's a slight tension. And you can loosen it a little bit. 20 to 30 degrees? Absolutely not. Something is completely wrong. Something is backwards or upside down. Definitely. Something's completely wrong. I knew it. This was not right. This was not sounding right. This was not sounding right at all. Even without seeing what you're talking about, just the fact that it was so noticeable. I'm talking about something subtle. Yeah, that's something is built wrongly. Workaholic. I am a workaholic, but I don't naturally work this much. I'm forced to work this much. I'm under constant pressure, and the stuff that I have to cover is just never ending. I don't get a chance to get caught up with all the other stuff. Basic things in life, including having any contact with family or friends. It's so bad. Your AT-AT legs are bent at 90 degrees. You should just go all the way around to the circle to the other side. Then you'll be all right. Keep bending it further, and eventually you'll get where you need to be. From it's AliExpress. Oh, what? Is it a copy of the UCS one? Whatever, something is wrong. If it's supposed to be a copy of the UCS one, then use the official instructions. But if it's something else, obviously something is wrong. Something's wrong. Either you made a mistake, wrong pieces were used, wrong pieces were included. Something is wrong. Oh no, you found us on the YouTubes. Yeah, I had been trying co-streaming to YouTube on a regular basis, keeping chat to members only, just so that the moderation is less stressful. But leaving it open during charity streams, because we want as much visibility and interaction for the charities as possible. But I'm going to switch back to focusing on just the Twitch side for streams, like it had been the case for years. I switch back to that. The VODs will continue to be archived on the YouTube channel, but it'll remain unlisted except during charity streams. So charity streams are still going to be public, but everything else is going to go back to the way it was and focus on just the Twitch side for streaming. Leo Nico, hello, and thank you for the Prime re-up. Welcome. Thank you for the support. The official, so it's a copy. It's a copy of the. It's a bootleg of the official model, but you're not using the official instructions. If it's a one-to-one copy, a one-to-one knockoff, then I would recommend using the official instructions. And if you're using the official instructions and it's bent at 20 or 30 degrees where it's supposed to be straight, then obviously something is wrong and you need to find out what was wrong. If you need to, go look up videos of people building it so you can see what it should look like, and you just need to diagnose what's wrong. Because we definitely can't do that for you here without seeing it. We can't give you live technical support for something that's wrong. You got to diagnose it. You got to find out what's wrong. Welcome, Snap. Thank you. Yeah, it would be good to be able to live as a human being. It would be good, rather than just a content monkey and robot. But at least give you your instructions. We'll do the official ones. That's strange. They give you different instructions. It's very suspicious to me. But at least through all of this, we're raising fantastic funds for fantastic causes. So I'm very happy about that. That is worth it. What's wrong with being a robot? It's about choice. If you want to be a robot, like that's cool. I didn't choose it. No shade. It's just a preference thing. 9,000 tiny robot wizards or one normal size robot wizard? In that case, definitely the tiny ones, because I could probably just get a strong enough fan and just keep them all away. Or just splash water all over them. Whereas a full-size one, you know, it's going to be a lot more durable in the joints. Fantasy van definitely would not work. It's unfortunate. A few fantasy things back to back were not the best. Welcome, Gail. Had fun building this. Nice. Love the ends-ons. I'm with you on that. And I'm thankful that they have not been overused. I'm thankful that they have been used again. I'm also thankful that they've not been overused in Star Wars to date. must protect and zealots, and must respect and zealots. Could have included another figure easily. Easily. That can be said of most sets, though, honestly. Especially considering that figures are so cheap. So mass-produced, so easy to make. Let's try it again. Was it those? Wait a minute. Did they mess that up? Oh, it's this part that's not landing. Pretty sure it's this. Microscale exterior. I think that's the idea. It's made by little dudes. Okay, there it is. Nope. Nope, this is still floating. Okay, so it's only 2 studs, one either side. Yeah, but I mean, like in universe, it's made by little dudes who are, who make things to smaller scale. So in universe, it looks micro scale, right? Because it's for micro-sized people. Did I get my tickets to what? Not a fan of Mando sets. underside of the lid. I would like to diagnose it myself in this case. I think this should be further in. Well, yeah, I'm gonna diagnose it. I'm gonna diagnose it offline before we get too far into that, and then we'll fix it. Mando and Grogu? No, I don't have. I'm not able to watch any movie in theaters. I'm busy working day and night every day. I will watch it during a dinner break once it comes out on streaming. All right. That's it. Gonna end it. So I want to check and see if...
Thanks, Jang. I really appreciate that.
Anybody else, by any chance, was doing anything for Starlight? Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Thanks, Jang.
This is what I meant. This is what I meant to do. Okay, not there. And let me check here as well. That's not it. This is it. Oh. Right. I think that's it. Gotta have so many tabs open to keep track of everything. Is this right? Huh. All right. I'm gonna head off to Og. Thank you, everyone, for once again overwhelming support for this charity. Absolutely overwhelming. Cannot believe we not only funded a whole gaming station, but
Thanks, Jay.
2 of them. Randy, sorry about the timing. About to raid out. Again, thank you all. We'll see if Lego will actually get its stuff together and actually send me the set that I paid on Thursday. I paid extra to get overnight shipping. We'll see if it arrives tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Allegedly, it should be arriving on time for me to start the UCS N1 build tomorrow. Hopefully we can do that. Very much not in favor of what Lego does here, because they're the stuff that I bought that was not express shipped.
Thanks, Jang.
Shipped out immediately. It shipped out on Friday.
Thanks, Jang.
And this did not ship out until today. That I paid extra for it. And that's been the case most of the time when I ask for express shipping. It takes longer for them to ship it by a lot. So not too happy about that. But at least I did hold back on this other Star Wars stuff. So the Razor Crest, got this, and then the AT-RT, which was able to support the charity event for May the 4th. Glad it worked out. Thank you, and take care. If you can go with the raid, I would appreciate it. You can copy and paste that raid message if you want to, but there's no need if you're on the Twitch side. It's appreciated if you copy and paste that raid message. Please do go with the raid, though. And again, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully building the UCS N1. Day 1 of 2. That should be a 2-day build to get the whole thing done. And we'll take it from there. We'll see if I can get something reviewed tonight as well, and just keep the churning going. But here's the raid direction. Let me make sure I got that right. Actually, did we? I don't remember. I don't remember where we went the last couple times. This is where we're going. There we go. All right. I'm going to copy and paste that raid message. Be good to one another. Be good to yourselves. Thank you for being good to me. And most importantly, thank you for being good to sick and or injured kids, helping them out so much with your extreme generosity. Appreciate y'all. And I'll be back tomorrow. See you then.
Yes!